Hey guys, I'm here in Sochi, Russia right now, and you probably hear a lot of traffic behind me. Sorry about that from the very beginning. But this video is going to tell you a little bit about how I got started teaching English and how I turned that into a great business that lets me travel all around the world and keep my business going. So I'm able to really make as much money as I want, just, however much time I have to dedicate, that's how much money I can make. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how I did that and how you can do that too. So right now, let me just tell you a little bit about where I am. Sochi, Russia. In the background, you might see some of the mountains. There we go. Yeah, the snow-capped mountains over there. That's great. There's a big ski resort. Lots of tourists come here, and that means that a lot of people here need to know English. And I actually haven't worked here teaching English, but I have some clients from here. So I decided to come, for a visit. Right now it's December 29th, and New Year's is one of the biggest celebrations here. So I thought, why not come and have a great time? But one of the things that I did before I started teaching online was I taught offline. So I came to Russia, I got a job, in Russia teaching English at a language center. And then that's when I started thinking, why don't I just do this on my own? And that's when I set up my first offline language center. And that one's still running today. It's not in Sochi, it's in a different Russian city, Yekaterinburg. So you'll probably see another video from there because I go there often. And so I set up that offline business. And then, a few years later, I decided, well, why not set up an online business? And from there, I've just set up multiple language teaching businesses, and it's been really successful and really profitable. And now I've started to share how to do that with other people. So for all of you guys who are wondering about that, I'm not going to be telling you about how to get a job somewhere, because, when you get a job somewhere, you're really just helping other people build their business and build their dreams. So this video is going to tell you a little bit about how to set up your own business and how to do that successfully and to make that turn into something that generates profit for you and generates income and allows you to be free and travel around the world. So really what you need to do right now, if you want to travel around the world and if you want to have income that you can completely control, like when I came here, all I did was I knew that I was going to be busy a few days because I was going to be celebrating, I was going to be visiting, seeing things here. So I just clicked one button and turned my business off. And it's that easy. And as soon as I turn my business back on, or I can just schedule when I'm going to be working for different days, just like an offline business. You can be open certain hours or days, closed certain hours or days. So that's what I've done. And I already know that, after the new year, when stuff starts to pick up again, my availability is already there. I don't have to touch anything. I'm already available and I'm already generating money. So that's another thing that we're going to talk about, and that's another thing I can teach you how to do, is how to make money without spending a lot of your time. Because there's very simple solutions that you can use to decrease the amount of time that you spend delivering your services and really scheduling classes and doing all of that stuff. So if you're interested in teaching English online, it's definitely a viable way to go, a viable business plan. And what you need to do is find the link below this video where you can get a lot more information. I have several Facebook groups set up where you can get information about this, free resources and all of that. I'm putting together a webinar that's going to be available soon, so you'll find the link below the video for that too when that's ready. And every month I'm taking 10 people who apply, and I'm putting them through my training program. Now, this training program is really for anyone. It's not only if you're a teacher. Anyone who I think can succeed. And who can succeed in this? It's people who are able to persevere, people who don't give up. If you really want to set up this kind of business, then you can do it. But I make everyone go through an application process because I only want to take people who are actually going to succeed. So every month I take about 10 people. And this training program is not free. It takes my time. I've put a lot of work into it. It basically combines everything I've done over the last 10 years of setting up these different businesses and combines it all into a very succinct, very direct program that shows you every step of what you need to do to make it happen really fast and painlessly for you. Because, you know, when I was setting up my business, especially the first one, it was really, really painful. It was really difficult. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are trying to do the same thing now, and that's why I decided to set up this program. So if that's something that interests you, if you want to be able to teach English, or any other language for that matter, you know, if you can speak a second language or a third language and you want to teach that to people, then that's also completely realistic, and you can do that by following the system that I've set up. So if you're interested in that, if you want to teach a language, if you want to have your own business that lets you, you know, decide how much you want to charge, decide when your hours are, when your vacations are, and lets you do all of that from any location. So you can travel the world and still make, you know, an income that's realistic, that's good for a person to, you know, to be comfortable, to live a normal life. You don't have to be glued to your computer. You don't have to be glued to a classroom. You don't have to do things the traditional way. This is really a teaching revolution, because the traditional way of doing stuff just doesn't work anymore. And, you know, when you do stuff the traditional way, you make the traditional amount of money. That's something that I learned, you know, just a few years ago when I started creating this program and putting all of my knowledge from the last decade together, is that when you do stuff the traditional way, you make traditional money. And if you want to make more, you know, it's not only about the money, but if you want to make more, then you have to do stuff differently. You have to think outside the box. So that's what I've been able to do, and that's what you can do just following the simple instructions that I've put together in our training program. So if you are interested in that, just click the link below, you know, fill out the application, and we'll get in contact with you. Now, I'm in Russia, and I know that there's a lot of people who want to come and visit Russia, and they're interested in, you know, teaching in Russia. So if you're interested in that, then my school hires teachers several times a year. So there will also be a link below this video to apply for a teaching job in Russia. I also have a different business for recruiting teachers to go work not only in Russia, but also in China and in different countries. So if you are interested in teaching abroad, go ahead and click the link below this video, and I'll tell you how to do all of that. Now, apart from all of that, I just want to tell you guys that being in Russia is so awesome. Sochi is a great city. It's a great place to travel, to see stuff, and I recommend everybody come here. Like right now, it's December. Everyone thinks Russia is really cold, but I'm here, you know, just in a long sleeve sweater, and it's not cold at all. So I mean, it's a little chilly in the evenings, but where in the world isn't it, right? So Russia is a great place to teach English. China is a great place to teach English. And teaching English is a great way to travel the world and help people. Remember I said it's not all about the money, and that's true. Because I'm going to show you in my training program how to make money being a teacher, but also I'm going to show you how to just revolutionize how people think of teachers, you know? Teachers do a very important job. People think that lawyers are important, that doctors are important, or at least they make a decent living, right? Well, teachers need to make a decent living too. Teachers do a lot. They educate the youth, and the youth are our future. So we need to put more what's the word I want to say? Look at this, English teacher drawing a blank. We need to put more emphasis. There we go. We need to put more emphasis on teachers. We need to give them more resources. And the problem is that a lot of teachers just don't know how to do that. All of those things are there. Those resources are there for them. And they could be building a business that's going to last forever, that's going to help them make a living over the next decade or longer. You know, for the rest of their lives, they can set up this business and it'll work for them. And it'll be very convenient for them. And a lot of people just don't know how to do that and don't think that that's an option. And that's really sad. So that's really why I decided to do this. It's not all about the money. It's about helping people, you know? When we are able to teach people English, then people are able to communicate better. A lot less miscommunications happen, and the world becomes a better place. So teachers need to not only be thinking about money, they need to be thinking about educating people properly. So we're going to show you not only how to make money, but also how to get your students results. And that really is the key to everything. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I know it's getting a little longer than I wanted it to be, almost 10 minutes, if you see me looking back at the stopwatch. And, you know, I just wanted to shoot this quick video to tell you about the program, to, you know, say hi from Sochi. And if you're interested in any of the things that I've mentioned in this video, click the link below. And, you know, otherwise, if you have other questions, just send me an email. You'll find my email address below this video. So that's it. And thanks again, guys. Take it easy.